Olá, bem-vindos Roberto e Juliana, bem-vindos a Lisboa, Portugal.
Now, in English, this is called the Monument of the Discoveries. Don't even get me started on trying it in Portuguese. It sits on the northern bank of the Tagus River in the Santa Maria de Belém, Lisbon. This monument celebrates the Portuguese Age of Discovery or Age of Exploration during the 15th and 16th centuries.
So we have made it to Lisbon. This here is a fortress, although the building is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to swing around. You're not going to see it very good because the sun's in the wrong place. But back in the distance, you're going to see the resemblance, there it is way back there, of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was actually built by the same person who built the Golden Gate Bridge, and it's actually the same color.
Now this is Belém Tower. Officially, it's the Tower of St. Vincent. It was a fort back in the 16th century, built during the height of the Portuguese Renaissance, and is a prominent example of the Portuguese Manueline style of architecture. The fort was built from limestone and is 30 meters or 98.4 feet tall. That's tall, believe me.
This is Geronimo's Monastery. You know, they began building this in the early 1500s, and it took over 400 years to complete. Gosh, that's a long time. We don't keep anything in the U.S. longer than, I don't know, 20 years. In any case, it's a really beautiful example of Portuguese Gothic architecture. It's also called Manueline, named after King Manuel. You know, it's a gorgeous sight to see, and it's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Yep.
Alfama is the place to be. You know, you take a walking tour to this beautiful old town and you hop on the tram, number 28 if you want to know. It's the most popular tram because it follows a very scenic route through many of Lisbon's historic districts, and it provides a great tour of the city. Now, let's not forget about their original 1930s trams. They have polished wood interiors, brass dials, and bright yellow paint jobs. I mean, in any other city, these trams would be housed in a museum, but here in Lisbon, they're very important because the new trams are too big to fit down the narrow winding streets in Old Town Alfama.
It is absolutely gorgeous up here. I mean, look at this view. The buildings, the trams, but there's a lot of steps to get here, so just make sure you're ready for the hike.
So this is the only way to see Lisbon. I mean, up close and personal, ground level. It's a tuk-tuk, a little bouncy, but look at the sidewalks. We're going to see more of those. It's just such an artistic city, and of course with the architecture and everything else, look at that. Hard Rock Cafe is just off to the left there.
And of course we got some pens there. You know who's a collector.
That would be me. That's one of my new friends there.
Yeah. There's one of the sidewalks. They're just gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Absolutely wonderful.
There's art everywhere, like this piece.
He doesn't look well.
Let's get back on the tuk-tuk and go back to Lisbon. What do you say?
I'm in.
Here we go again.
Lisbon was great fun.
Oh, it was my absolute favorite.